Today I'm going to be playing a grand campaign as Russia in EU4. Our goals are to become the most powerful nation in the world and conquer the entire regions of Russia, Scandinavia, the Baltic, Poland, Carpathia, the Balkans, Ruthenia, the Pontic Steppe, Caucasia, Anatolia, Ural, Central Asia, Persia, Khorasan, West Siberia, Mongolia, East Siberia, Manchuria, Korea, and Cascadia. One of the grandest campaigns we've ever done. This is where we left off last time. We formed Russia, we're already the most powerful nation in the world, and we're hitting the European nations hard. But now that we're Russia, we got the colonization ability, so it's time to push into Asia. Without further ado, let's jump in. This is part 2. If you haven't checked out part 1 already, go ahead and do so. It will be linked in the description and in the pinned comment. Alright, here we are back as Russia, ladies and gentlemen. I was super hyped to get back into this campaign, man. This is where we left off last time, fought a bunch of these guys, just ended a big war with the Ottomans too, took all of these provinces from them. If you guys remember, we also PU'd Hungary, we stole them from Austria, we got these subjects right here ready to reconquer their course from the Commonwealth. Imereti is a subject as well. We'll be getting Finland as a junior partner soon too. I did say last time we are going for Scandinavia after all. And yeah, man, here we are as Russia. You know, economy is doing pretty good. We're the #1 great power in the world. It hasn't updated yet because the month hasn't ticked over from when I formed Russia as Muscovy. We still got some missions right here that I haven't taken because I'm saving them for when I'm actually gonna go ahead and conquer there. But yeah, aggressive expansion now with the European guys has chilled after we, you know, took Hungary from Austria. Now basically the Sunni guys are mad, Ottomans and Uzbek right here, so we'll chill on them a little bit. Maybe do the Commonwealth right here to reconquer some cores, or maybe even go after Sweden, who actually has some pretty strong alliances. Yeah, I guess we have a chance of doing that by making them break some alliances, so let's see where we're at and start pushing further. But yeah, we also wrapped up trade and religious. We're working on Diplo now. Obviously the province war score cost is super needed. We do have some subjects as well. We're going to be getting admin after this. Diplo and admin are a must in any blobbing campaign, but as Russia, you do have to open with trade religious instead of Diplo admin, and then all 4 of these are going to be idea groups that are going to be mill focused. Obviously we're going quantity as well, full quantity here as Russia, man. Massive armies, massive manpower and stuff like that. We're definitely going for a mill hegemon as well. And yeah, regarding CBs, now we got the Deus Volt CB. We don't need claims. Oh, but here's the perfect opportunity, man. France is defender of the faith and they aren't willing to defend the Commonwealth right now. Perfect. So what we're gonna do right here is reconquer a bunch of these guys as cores. Let's declare for like Lviv or something like that, because Galicia Volhynia does have the most cores, and we'll get back some of these other guys as cores if we can. We'll also make Sweden break the alliance with the Commonwealth. So yeah, let's declare a reconquest right here for that province right there. Drag in Austria, they'll help out a little bit with Bohemia at least. And yeah, there we go. I didn't expect we'd be pushing into the Europeans this hard this early, but it's just the way the campaign went, man. That's just the way it is, yo. It's tier 5 gov reform time. We do have 2 unique ones right here. Boyar's military service, which unlocks some privileges for the nobles that affect infantry and cavalry. I don't know exactly which ones they are. And also we have established the Streltsy. Now, we do already have the Streltsy, as you guys can see right here. In fact, I need to build them up by quite a lot. But this one right here will increase the number of those guys that we can get, and we gain some nice modifiers for them. So this is the one I'm gonna go with. Now, this is a pretty good event chain right here regarding the peasants and serfdom and stuff like that in Russia. Basically, we can inserf them and we gain some bonuses for manpower and war and stuff like that. But instead of that, you know, we lose institution spread and we lose monthly modernization, something we are going to have to deal with sooner or later with Russia right here. Or we can emancipate them. We gain some like modern bonuses and stuff like that, but we lose 20% national manpower. Now, you know, because we are doing this in a role play type of campaign, and because we're manpower maxing, even though it might be slightly better for the future of this campaign to go with this, I think role play wise, we should inserf the peasants. So there we go. And they will rise up against Russia. But it is what it is. And now, as you can see, the boyars have that privilege right here, early serfdom. It's pretty hard to remove this. Now, here's a second event regarding that privilege that we actually chose. We can enact the Oprichnina Forces Tier 2 government reform, which makes us not cause revolts from seizing Crownland, -5 years of separatism, which is actually really strong, and some other things right there. Or we can not do that, just gain some mill points and some nobles rise up. We are gonna take this. It is unique, and it does lean into the whole roleplay thing. Even though this does take away 10% manpower because of strength and noble privileges, I do think it's worth it simply because it's unique. So there we go. There it is. Some nobles have risen up right here. And yeah. And here's another unique reform that we get from this event chain. I was about to mention it in the previous clip, but I wasn't sure if it happened. So we can unlock the Stiatsky Office Tier 2 government reform, which makes us, recruit generals, makes the nobles more loyal, leader discount, boyars influences, stuff like that. Or we can do this other one, the Namestnik Office, which gives us admin points, government reform progress, autonomy change cooldown, minimum autonomy in territories, trade company investment cost. This is not better right now because we have this one, which is pretty good for playing with vassals, but we do have to choose one of them, and I'm gonna go ahead and go with this one right here. So with that, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 unique government reforms right here, which is super nice. Government reforms are one of my favorite parts of EU4. I'm sure most of you will agree. Now with that, we've also handled the boyars right here. By doing it in the way that we did it, we gain -2 national unrest and plus 25% reform progress growth for 25 years. Now, because I beat up the nobles, we can also take this mission right here, the burning of the something, 50 government reform progress, and 10 modernization. Of course, because we're losing so much monthly, that really doesn't matter, but there we go. Ashes to ashes, man. And there we go. We've absolutely fully crushed the Commonwealth. I've transferred occupation of everything that should be my vassals' cores to my vassals. Austria got some occupations up here. So the first thing we're doing, man, is Galicia, Volhynia right here. That is all of their cores. Now, let's make them return cores to, I don't know, let's do Kiev, for example. Let's try and do all of theirs. There should be 2 more right there. There we go. That's all of their cores. And let's see if we have enough war score to get Chernigov's cores back, just like that. Is that all of them? There should be one more. That's it right there. And then we'll have Smolensk cores as well. Can we do those? We can't exactly do everything. We're missing just one province right here, man. That sucks. But let's actually not do Smolensk and Chernigov. We'll do that in the next war, maybe. Another reconquest or something like that. So there we go. Only Kiev and Galicia, Volhynia get their cores back. And then I'm gonna take these 3 provinces down here, so I get connected to my vassal Hungary. And then I'm gonna take this one as well, because it's no one's core. And then do we have something in our states? Yeah, let's take this and that. And there we go. That's our peace deal with the Commonwealth. Now, perfect, man. That's nice. I like that a lot. So these guys got all of their cores back. They can officially be annexed whenever we want to. We'll get these guys as cores back in the next war, or maybe even separatists will pop here or something like that. We'll see. And then, yeah, we'll just continue pummeling the Commonwealth. I mentioned in the intro all of the regions that we need to get, and it's a lot, boys. It's a lot. But yeah, AE wasn't even really that bad with these guys right now. I could go for Uzbek or maybe Shirvan or someone like that, or I can even just wait for my truce with Sweden to expire in about, let's see, 3 years right here, and go for them after taking that mission window to the west. So yeah, we'll see what we do. Nice start, though. Obviously, it's time to become Defender of the Faith as well. I did force Mecklenburg, actually, to be Orthodox, just so we tick off the age objective right here. Let's try purchasing modern ideas, seeing what it does. We'll pay 3 months worth of Brandenburg's income in order to increase modernization by 2.5. So it really doesn't matter that much. We lose too much monthly, and it's mostly because of the privileges. I bumped off Puskov 3 times to be able to take this mission right here. The estates lose some crownland, and we gain admin points. I'm looking at these Russian missions down here, whether we can do some of them, because everything, above this is just pretty much conquest. And this manpower game with the Patriarch Authority as well, man, it's insane. And with religious too, like we get, pretty much manpower in True Faith is plus 10% manpower here, so lots of manpower. Either way, truce with Sweden is up, and actually an icon expired. Let me go ahead and take that one right there. Let's go ahead and declare on Sweden, boys. We'll just do cleansing of heresy, Dragon Austria, because why not? And we'll take as much as we can right here, and we might get to pop out Finland right here after we do this. But for that, we do need to own Finnmark as well. So there we go. There's a window on the west. We gain all of those claims right there. Let's go ahead and declare cleansing of heresy, call on Austria. So Sweden is already willing to accept what we're asking for here. I don't want to go too aggro, this first war, and I'll actually try threatening Denmark for this final province right here, because I did want to take the next mission immediately that's going to let me pop Finland, but without that top province right there, Finnmark, we actually can't do it. So let's hope Denmark is willing to accept. If not, we'll just go to war for that one province and then, you know, lay off the European guys a bit, because I do want to hit Uzbek. And something, I'm an idiot, something I've been forgetting to do, boys, is establishing Siberian frontiers, man. There we go. Let's auto-colonize everything up here. Hell yeah. Well, not really for free, but, you know, it costs Diplo points. But yeah, there's the peace deal with Sweden. No money, no war reps, just because I want the truce to expire. Or actually, we're not gonna fight them that soon. Let's get war reps and money too. There we go. There's the peace out. And Denmark is willing to accept giving me Finnmark as a threat. So there we go. Now we do have all of the necessary provinces to pop Finland from. Let's go ahead and take that mission right there, and we are gonna do it this way. Establish the autonomous Grand Duchy. We release Finland as an independent state and make them a vassal. We gain Grand Duke of Finland until Finland is no longer a subject, giving us +1 diplo rep, and we'll be able to recruit the Finnish type of cavalry. Merc Company. It's a Merc Company? I thought it was just Cav, but yeah, let's do this. This is better for the roleplay type of scenario. So there's Finland. There we go. There are boys right now. It said they're going to be a vassal, but really they're a junior partner. But yeah, we're going to have these guys for a while. Oh, I didn't realize I'd give them these provinces over here. Okay, that's okay, though. That's okay. So, yeah, Kola and, okay, these are the provinces we didn't give them. Laponia. Do I give these to them? No, because I'm going to want to conquer down here, right? Yeah, let's keep those two. Let's keep those two. And that just gave me a claim on all of Scandinavia, which leads us towards the mission Slay the Lion of the North, where if we do that, and, oh, if Finland is not our subject, huh, damn, so I wanted to do the roleplay Finland thing for this mission, but I actually don't want to do that for that one, because we gain the Karelians if Finland is not our subject. So maybe we conquer Scandinavia, don't take that mission until we integrate Finland, but then Finland's missions can now be completed while being a subject. Wow, they do have quite a lot of missions. Let me analyze these. Yeah, I'm reading through these missions, and there are some really good ones, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. Yeah, this is like, you know, it wants you to do it one way, then it wants you to do it the other way. So, yeah, I think I'm going to save this mission till I annex Finland, which is going to be in quite a while. And then, after we do that, man, we gain 25 permanent power projection for the Eastern Great Power, which is really strong. But yeah, okay, all of this jazz aside, let's get back home, chill a little bit, and then fight Uzbek, man. Okay, armies are in position to strike Uzbek, ladies and gentlemen. They're only allied to Afghanistan, and my strategy here with them is to actually nab a province. That's not it. To nab a province we can release Kazakh from, because some of you may know they are probably the biggest releasable nation in the game. Look at all of the provinces that they have. So we'll nab like this province to release Kazakh from, and then I'll take everything that we can't release Kazakh from, which is like stuff up here and stuff down here. We could go for Siberia as well, but I don't think they're big. They're that big. In fact, we could pop Siberia right now, but yeah, they don't have as many cores as Kazakh. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to declare holy war. Now, you may notice this pretty important event. The Russian Orthodox Church declares independence. Basically, we can let us lead the true faith from St. Petersburg. We gain admin points, Patriarch Authority, and Orthodox guys like us. We can help our brethren reclaim Constantinople, where we lose Patriarch Authority, but we do gain claims on the Ottoman stuff down here. Or we can say it's destiny to free Constantinople from the Turks. So this gives us permanent claims down here, even though at the start of episode 1, we chose, you know, this first mission, which turns every permaclaim into non-permaclaims. However, this isn't from our mission. So do we get claims on this somehow? Let's see. Annex South Carpathia. We gain a permaclaim on every South Slavic province in the Balkan region, but that's not Greek or Turkish, right? But it's not permaclaim as well because of the mission. So I think I am gonna take the big hit to Patriarch Authority to make these permanent claims. Oh, that's just Greece. I thought it was the entire Balkans. It is permanent at least. Hey, while we're in this war and it's going pretty great, we've also appeased the Patriarchate. So Caucasia Training Metropolitan gives us some bonuses right there. Legitimacy, Patriarch's loyalty. Very nice, very nice. And there it is, war with Uzbek done. They're actually really big, man. I had no idea they own this stuff over here, but yeah. So this is Kazakh's cores right here. Okay, that's pretty big. So this is the province we're gonna release Kazakh from, and then I don't want to take anything that is highlighted. So I think we want to take the top up here so we can colonize, right? That is in Kazakh cores. Very nice. And then I'm also going to be taking further stuff down here. Maybe something like this. Well, we can actually take a lot more. What? Utterly defeated. Okay, but are these provinces that cheap? Oh, let me figure this out. Okay, so I'm taking all of this, and I can in fact take a lot more. This will make us 108% overextended, but not really. Oh wait, that's only 2. Yeah, let's not go that big, huh? Let's do that. There we go. So 1 province for Kazakh, and then everything else for me. That's so much, dude. But yeah, there we go. There's a war with Uzbek done. Guys, not too mad right here, and we can go ahead and pop Kazakh from Turgay, shout out to Nogay and Alexandrovgay as well. Gotta be some of my favorite provinces that are named that way. And yeah, there's Kazakh. These are all of their cores, Uzbek mainly, and 2 in Chagatai, so we'll be chilling, 1 in Transoxiana. And now I should discover provinces here that I can also colonize. I don't know who this is. That's probably Oirat? I don't know. Either way, in the next war, we'll get all of these back, and I'll expand over here if I can. At this point, we've also claimed the steppes. This will give us further claims, you know, this way. We don't want to do that just now. I'll probably do it when I'm ready to deck the next war on Uzbek. But yeah, it's also time for tier 6 Gov reform time. Royal decree. Do we go with it preemptively? We got 60 more years till absolutism. This is nice. You know what? I am gonna go with this even now, man. I am gonna go with this even now. There we go. And yes, nice. We have discovered these provinces, which means we can start colonizing all of these provinces for Diplo points, of course. You know, I guess if I get this mission, I'll get the Conquistador, which will enable me to explore all of these uncolonized ones up here so we can, you know, rush to get to the, you know, to Kamchatka or whatever. I've done that achievement, by the way, as Muscovy way long ago before I even made videos. And it is possible to get here, man, before even by like 1480 or 1490. So there we go. These green ones over here are all the ones we're frontiering. As you guys can see, it is pretty slow, but hey, you know, it is what it is. This is Oirat. I was right. They are a tributary of Chagatai, so, you know, they could potentially be vassalized as well. They do have a lot of cores, but hey, you know, Kazakh is enough. So I've put up some Streltsy and some merc companies right here to be able to take this mission, recruit the Streltsy, so we can ensure regular salaries. They'll demand their salary every new ruler, land maintenance and shock damage received for them, or they can live off the land. So, I mean, shock damage received is kind of nice, and we're rich anyway, so we can pay them. There we go. At this point, we can also westernize the court because I've done all of these things. So, because of the guy I have right now, we'll gain goods produced for 25 years. We have like missionary, Strongs of the True Faith, advisor discount, a great project upgrade cost, tech discount, idea discount. Yeah, this is good. I'm actually satisfied with the goods produced. There we go. We can take that, and we need to do the vodka monopoly and the fate of the peasantry to be able to do absolute autocracy, which I need to have 7 subjects for. Now, right now we're at 9 subjects, so we're good to actually integrate what you call it, Emirati and Goatland, which I was planning to do, but we're pretty far off from the vodka monopoly, man, because we need vodka of the crown for that, which is tier 8 government reform. I don't know if I'll get to tier 8 before this, because I kind of wanted to do this mission before the age of absolutism, but I guess we might not even get to that, huh? Okay, either way, 2 more missions done. Let's get rid of these guys right here because we don't need any of them right now. Either way, time to get a move on by fighting the Commonwealth again. We're going to reconquer Chernigov and Smolensk's cores right now, and then I might take something else for myself. Once again, France isn't willing to help them, and neither is Sweden this time, actually, so I don't need that army up there. Let's do a reconquest for Rilsk, for example, calling Austria again. There we go, another war done. So there's all the Chernigov cores back to them. There's all of the Smolensk cores back to them. And I personally have some claims over here. And it would be nice to push into the Baltic a little bit. These, of course, aren't perma-claims. So maybe we go for something like this. I might get coalition from that, but it's really not that big of a deal. Okay, I'm satisfied with that for now. I'll take all their money as well. And there we go, man. Now we're definitely one of the more dominant nations in the Baltic, which is very nice. I do aim to eventually make that my end node, even though it's kind of just as good as Novgorod, let's be real. But yeah, let's score those provinces up. European guys are mad-ish for now. Now, where do we go, man? I annexed Imereti right here. We could go for Georgia, who's ally-less. I got a core of theirs. Is that the only reason they won't become a vassal? No, they're too big anyway. We could go for Shirvan, Avaria, which is a Shirvan subject. Although for Shirvan, I have to fight all of these guys. So yeah, lots of places we can go. Still a pretty long truce with Uzbek, 10 more years. So I guess we're gonna have to get involved down here. At this point, we've unlocked another mission right here, Conquer Ruthenia, where it'll enable us to do some nice things to Kiev, and we gain a claim on the Poland region. We're not gonna do that just yet until we fight the Commonwealth again. But yeah, I just took the mission Black Sea Access. We gained Tolerance of the True Faith, and I got claims on this. I think we should go for Georgia. Yeah, they're an Orthodox guy as well, but we gotta do it. Now, at this point, we also got a Book of Royal Degrees. The event bureaucratic focus happens, and we'll be able to select one admin, commercial, or military aspect of the state. So, these are all temporary, so it doesn't matter that much. So, Gov Reform Progress and admin points, Mercantilism and Diplo points, Army Tradition and Mill points, Army Tradition, Miltech Discount, Trade Efficiency. I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. And there's my declaration on Georgia. Regular conquest. Obviously, I annexed Imereti during that Commonwealth War, and we're annexing Gotland now. Oh, wait, we can do this mission. It's either or. So we don't need vodka of the crown. We just need 10 provinces producing grain to be at 6 production. And there we go. That's a wrap on Georgia. So pretty nice expansion in the Caucasus as well. We own about half of it right now. We'll be full annexing them. And there we go. Very nice. So we got an option to fight QQ here, who's ally-less, and in fact, interestingly enough, boys, we need a lot of things from QQ. We can reach basically the Mashriq, which is going to be a border of our country right here. This is not something we're going for. It's Balkans, Anatolia, Persia, Khorasan, and stuff like that. So we could fight QQ. We don't need that many provinces from them. Only up to here. Might as well do it while I'm here, right? Frick it. I mean, it's going to be a weird snake that's jutting out between Akkuyunlu and Persia, but hey, why not? There we go, tiny war with QQ done. This is everything we need. Well, we need this province as well, but we can't take it, obviously. And this is gonna be our southern border, boys. We've actually reached a region, you know, where we don't need to conquer in, which is the Mashriq. Cool. Oh, that put me over 100%. Damn. Yeah, more missions unlocked right here. This one gives us, like, claims in Persia, which is nice. We'll use it soon. Oh, Uzbek is getting absolutely obliterated by all sides, man. Okay, I think I finally bumped up enough, enough provinces to take the vodka monopoly right here. We enable promote vodka sales, and we gain some money from grain. Of course, we will go with vodka of the crown later for tier 6 because, it is, for tier 8, it is really good for us, man. We got local production efficiency plus 125 in all the grain provinces, and we do have a decent amount of grain provinces, man, or, you know, maybe it might not be the best, but we'll see. Yeah, along with unrest and goods produced, most importantly, even though it does increase idea costs. So yeah, let's go ahead and take that mission right there. If we promote vodka sales, we gain money, but every own green province loses prosperity, and we gain some national rest because everyone's drunk. We don't really want to do that, not that much. But then after that, man, we have the mission Fate of the Peasantry right here, where we completed it in one way, and basically privileges related to serfdom gain additional conditional modifiers. Now, we can do absolute autocracy right here, which I did kind of want to get done before absolutism. I think after absolutism, the requirements change, and it might give us something else, but it doesn't matter. So I need boyars to not be that influential, and I need to seize a couple of times. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, let's get a move on here, boys. By declaring on Shirvan, I'm noticing Persia won't help them out, so this is a perfect opportunity. Let's go Holy War right here because it's less aggressive expansion. And there we go. As soon as a month ticks over, we can make Akkuyunlu end the alliance with the Ottomans here. Very nice. Oh yeah, we've also reached a border up here. I didn't mention that. Yeah, so basically what we want to own right here, ladies and gentlemen, is Eastern Europe, Tartary, all of the Persia subcontinent, you know, Anatolia over here in the Levant subcontinent, a bit of Western Europe, so we can actually start fortifying right here, you know, building the end game forts in certain provinces, which one of them is going to be Danzig, and, you know, it's going to skip one and roll down, you know, the border of Poland and stuff like that down here to the Balkans. This is going to be like one border right here. Shout out Naples, though. They're having a great game, and they're independent. Nice. Hey, is this where that meteor exploded? Right? Should be. And just like that, folks, after piecing out Akkuyunlu, making them end that alliance, white piecing Transoxiana, we can go ahead and full annex Shirvan along with our vassal Avaria. Nice. Alrighty, man. I'm liking the way this is looking. You know, there's still so much to conquer here, and the reason I'm not really focusing on those guys is they're so big, and their provinces are so big, and it takes a month to walk from a province to another province, so that's why I'm focusing on some of the smaller guys right here. But yeah, man, the truce with Uzbek is actually still on. Wow, for about a year more. They're still fighting who? Someone they barely even border. Yeah, I should probably hit them, but a lot of these Kazakh cores have been retaken by Transoxiana and Chagatai. Oirat is also bigger now. They're still a subject. Yeah, interesting. interesting. I'm interested in seeing what's happening here. Ming obviously blew up. We got a big Liang. Okay. So, yeah. And I wonder what the colonizers are doing in Alaska. We can't really see it. I don't think anyone's there yet. But, yeah. Okay, truce with Uzbek expired. They are guaranteeing Chin. I don't even know who that is. Let's just do a reconquest for whatever. And I think this is pretty much all of them. Maybe this province, too, which we can't get. So, yeah. And there's all of those cores back to Uzbek. There's actually 2 more provinces that they have. I guess these 2 that I can't take either way. So, there we go. There's that war with Uzbek done. Kazakh still has some cores to reconquer from Transoxiana and Chagatai. Transoxiana allied to Fars and Bengal. Whoa, both of them won't join. Damn, how am I... Oh, let's hope we can do this, because it would be really nice to avoid fighting Bengal here. Right now, we're going to get into the point of the game, boys, where we're going to have to deal with the Indian alliances, which are super annoying, man. Obviously, I'm way more powerful than any of these guys, but it's just so far to walk to and piece them out. And then Tibet right here, Chagatai is going to be a pain in the ass to fight, but still, yeah. I'm even looking into fighting the Ottomans right now because, wait, neither Hassan nor Persia will help them. What do we do with them? We do need everything from them when you take a look at it like that. So we could maybe even feed something to Hungary to save some admin points. Not that we need to save admin points. I was thinking about releasing Bulgaria. Biz, I'm not. I swore off of releasing these guys. Frick them. We got claims. So yeah, maybe we could go for the Ottomans. What's the opinion with these guys right here? There's actually so many good opportunities, dude. Ottomans, Transoxiana, maybe in 3 years. You know, Commonwealth soon-ish. Sweden, Norway, Denmark. Wow. Yeah, I'm loving this, the way this game is developing, man. But yeah, still need to push harder into Central Asia right here. I'm sort of feeling stuck up here. I do want all of this. Ah, I think Ivan the Terrible just died. He did. He did. We got his son Ivan, the guy he killed in the painting, I guess. But, we can't not pay them anything, right? Let's just, ooh, we can actually pay them more to give them more stuff. Yeah, let's pay them an appropriate wage for now. But yeah, we got a son in charge. Can this trigger the troubles? No, it can't. Okay, I'm not really doing anything in particular to avoid this disaster. In fact, it's pretty good to go for it. If you want to get like permanent plus 10% morale for this mission, but yeah, no more avoiding disasters. If they happen, boys, but they won't, this probably won't happen. If this guy lives till absolutism, which he might, and then again, if his son does get into power, this other guy, we might get the time of troubles. But this guy, I'm thinking about disinheriting anyway, because he sucks anyway. So I'm trying to get the Romanovs as well. I don't exactly know how you get them. Hey, nice. So, Austria just gave these 3 provinces back to Hungary. One was their core. They made them Bohemia release Nitran. They gave these 2 to Hungary? No, we don't want that at all. Fine, I guess I'll have to give it back once I actually annex Hungary, but whatever. I never transferred occupation of those because I didn't expect Austria to give them, but... Alright, so I decided I am going for Transoxiana after all because I do want to avoid fighting Bengal while I can. So we're going to do a reconquest for like Turkestan or something like that. Not a lot to reconquer right there, but yeah, or maybe we just do Holy War. Yeah, let's just do Holy War because we're mostly going to be taking stuff ourselves, and it's only like a couple of cores for Kazakh, which will make them give back anyway. So yeah, there we go. There's a declaration right there. Mal was their only ally. Shouldn't be too bad, even though it will be slightly annoying. Oh, I should be taking this mission now. Yeah, because it gives me claims on stuff I want. Yeah, beyond the Urals, we're gonna claim on something area. Another conquistador. Sure, I'll be taking that as well. Yeah, nice. Over here, it's also time for Tier 7 Gov reform. This is pretty standard. Nothing to do right here, just meritocratic. And there we go, we're done with Transoxiana. These are going back to Kazakh, and I'm taking all of that. There we go, nice expansion into Central Asia. And we're actually even in Khorasan and Persia now. Well, we were in Persia earlier, but I like that quite a lot, man. So yeah, we still got some Kazakh cores to reconquer from Chagatai. We'll get to Chagatai later. It's going to be really annoying to fight them. They got a bunch of tributaries, even though, you know, they won't really help. And they got Mongolia and Jaunpur as an ally, which Jaunpur isn't that big. Mongolia might not be either, but I should probably steal maps here. Yeah, that's what I should do. I should steal maps of Tibet and Mongolia. Who do I spy on? Let's spy on Oirat right here. And Chagatai as well. Sure, the steel maps of Tibet and Mongolia. And this is the second coalition that's popped to this game. Some guys are mad. Ottomans, I think all of these guys could join. I don't know. Yeah, the Commonwealth might join as well once my truce with them is up. So yeah, Afghanistan and the Commonwealth could be in the same coalition against us. No big deal though. I guess we'll chill a bit. Yeah, look at this weird ass coalition. The Commonwealth, Akkuyunlu, Persia, and Afghanistan. And Chagatai. And the Ottomans. Now, since we're not doing anything with Diplo points, might as well do a little culture converting on, you know, the cheapest provinces, man. Since there's so many different cultures you can convert, I'll just do it on the non-accepted ones. I know we formed like the Slavic culture group later, where some of these other guys will become like auto-accepted, so maybe we do it on like these guys down here. Yeah. At this point, we've also completed the requirements for the mission Colonize Western Siberia. We created a level 2 center of trade in Tomsk, which should be right there. There we go. And we gain a claim on the East Siberia region, which is that right there. Okay. I've started already taking away some privileges that we don't need in preparation for absolutism and modernization. Stealing maps from Oirat, Mongolia, and we've learned about all of this. Okay, we can see a little bit better now. I see some of the northern Chinese guys. We can see Korchin, we can see Mongolia. This all, well, almost all of it right here is uncolonized. We got some of the other Jurchen guys here, I think. Korea should be right there. Yeah, I guess I should keep spying. Steal maps of like East Siberia, Tibet. Yeah, and yeah, man, speaking of missions, you know, there are some super powerful ones right here, like, for example, this one for the permanent PP, and then this one down here, Great Imperial Ambitions, which we do need to complete this one for. We're already pretty close to doing this. This one might be kind of annoying with a modernization needing to be at 50, but we'll get it done eventually. And then once you get this one done down here, after we complete the modernization and enact the Russian Empire or Great Russian Federation Tier 1 government reforms, which are basically, you know, monarchist, which we're doing Russian Empire, and then the Novgorod version is the Great Russian Federation, will, you know, will unlock even further Imperial Russian missions or tech group changes to Western and stuff like that, which makes us not have to fall off later on in the game. It might be early for now. There is a chance we could actually do this one right here in episode 2, but it's looking more likely like this is going to be an episode 3 type of thing. You know, episode 1 was establishing ourselves over in this region. This episode, it's all about pushing in various directions. You guys can see we're colonizing, fighting these guys a little bit, over here a little bit, over here a little bit, pushing everywhere. No real strict focus this episode right here. But yeah, there's still quite a lot of conquest left to go, boys, as you guys can tell, man. And you know, I'm still debating whether to actually complete this mission tree, man, because we do have like other colonization stuff we need to do later, like the Canada, California and stuff like that. Sure, we will get Cascadia, but these are two we might not get to complete. And then the Imperial Russian ones, which I've never even seen. It's gonna be very interesting. So, you know, with all of these conquests that I mentioned, man, if we do decide to complete the mission tree, it might even be more than that. Exciting though, nevertheless. There's some more map stealing. Let's learn about Tibet now. It's not that big, but it's important that we see it. Oh wait, what's this? Is that not in Tibet? Oh, that's like Central Asia and China. Oh my god, dude. That's what I wanted to know about. But yeah, there's Admin Tech 14, ladies and gentlemen, and there's our final, I think, non-mill idea group for this campaign, unless we pick up expansion, of course, later down the line if we're doing that much colonizing. But yeah, we gotta go with admin right here, man. The CCR, the GovCap, all of that is super, super necessary in a massive blobbing campaign like this. So there we go. There's all of our non-mill idea groups done. You know, I said in last episode that we might encounter problems when facing someone stronger than us in terms of military quality, and that really hasn't happened so far, man. We can like easily beat any of these guys here, the Commonwealth, the Ottomans. We beat up some guys here. I think we'll probably, you know, lose some battles if we end up fighting like some Indian guys maybe, but aside from that, no real problems. And there's never a reason for us to fight England, France, or Spain, even though France is defender of the faith. As you guys know, they're never willing to defend, no, now Naples is defender of the faith, so it really isn't that much of a problem. Finland got Åland somehow, which is nice. But yeah, let's get into it, boys. Right now, Norway seems like the only valid target. They're independent from Denmark, but they're allied. We don't have the claims on them anymore. They expired, but yeah, let's go for them. They're allied to Brandenburg, Denmark, Cleves, and they got Norwegian Canada as a subject, which... shoot, if we full annex Norway later, it might not be a bad idea to inherit these guys as a colony, as our Canadian colony, you know? Yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes, but for now, let's do this. Okay, this is interesting. We can go ahead and gain some positive and negative modifiers in Erengelsk, which I think is up here somewhere. Yeah, there it is, but instead, we'll gain 1,000 population in Miktuya. Let's see, where is that? Muktuya. Do we have that? We already do have that. And we gain a fort? Sure. There we go. Oh, and we start auto doing these for free next to it. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. Okay, something pretty important right here to debate on. So we got peasant stuff once again, and really something that's really holding up our modernization. If you guys can see down there, it's early serfdom, minus 0.5 per month. Now, we can codify serfdom. Early serfdom will be revoked from the boyars, which would remove those things, and legalized serfdom would be granted, which is an even more powerful version, I guess, manpower-wise, of this early serfdom reform, but tech and ideas and institution and modernization are even worse. So there we go. We did have a little bit of serfdom, but we can revoke it now completely and grant them peasant liberation, which gives us the modernization stuff, and we do lose manpower. So, you know, roleplay wise, it would make sense to do this like later than this, but I don't know if we have another opportunity for this. So there we go. Enough serfdom. It's time to liberate the peasants, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Some of those guys pop there. It's no big deal. And now we actually gain modernization. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, Russia has officially started to modernize, and we can gun our way towards great imperial ambitions. I like that quite a lot. We still have these same government reforms. I don't know if these will change, but yeah, now we got peasant liberation granted to the boyars. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Very cool. Okay, so the war with Norway is pretty much done here, boys. They don't seem to own anything outside of Scandinavia, as far as I can tell, and they do have their subject, Norwegian Canada, over in Canada, obviously. Something we weren't really thinking about going for, and in the Hudson Bay, they're present there as well. So is Norway full annexable here, is what I want to know, because like that, you know, we do want to full annex them, and if we do full annex them, which we can, we will automatically receive their colony Canada right here. However, that is 124 overextension, but no one is really that mad. And look, 99% war score. So do we do this? It's not gonna put us in the negative with diplo points, and we don't have enough admin points to core at all, but like that, we will gain a colonial nation over here. That's a merchant or whatever. If we dominate, we can subsidize them. And, you know, we do have some other guys here that are not natives present, like Finland or Spanish Canada and stuff like that. So do we want to do this, or do we want to, like, leave them alone in, like, these provinces? Although I will need a navy to fight them later for this. You know what? I'm going to pull the trigger. We're doing this. I guess we're colonizing Canada and the Hudson Bay and Cascadia, ladies and gentlemen. The goals for this campaign to keep increasing. It's gonna be a world conquest by the time we're done. But there's Norway, full annexed. All right, what do we name Canada here? We gotta think of a Russian name for it, right? So we can let's pay off their debt first. What's their culture? Their culture doesn't matter to me. Religion, I guess, doesn't matter too much, but we can enforce religion. Let's how do we customize it? Customize subject. There it is. Let's name it what's, I don't know, something Russian. How about Canada? I can't spell. You know what? New Karelia sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? New Karelian. I think that's the or whatever you call it. How do we deal with that? But yeah, that wasn't too much aggressive expansion, and while I was in that war, this coalition disbanded. I just can't seem to change Canada's name, man. Spawn gold somewhere? Yeah, right there. Cool. Okay, so I was watching Burger's influence. It just dropped from 60 to 25 because a bunch of modifiers expired. Now for this mission, an absolute monarchy legitimacy of 90, we can do that by strengthening government. Stab 3, we can almost do that, and then no subjects has to have more than 20 liberty desire, which only Canada does. If we placate them, there we go. So there's placating. There's strengthening government. All we need to do to complete an absolute autocracy is 3 stab, and then for this, we need 50 modernization, which we are gunning towards. Excellent, boys. We might actually get to do great imperial ambitions this game, man. You know, wrap it up with that and with entering the age of absolutism. So yeah, let's farm a little bit of admin, man. I unlocked admin so long ago. I only have one idea. It's so hilarious. But Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's do those missions. And then we'll fight someone else. I think we need to get back to these guys over here because look how far I've reached over here. Okay, there we go. Just stabbed up to 3, which means, yes, now we can take an absolute autocracy, 50 admin points and monthly autonomy change for 20 years. Not that important, but very important to be able to do this. So now we need to look towards modernize the state. Yeah, we just need 50 modernization. It's at 41.216 right now. Whenever I get like 500 or 600 ducats, I keep purchasing it from guys right here. That increases it by 2. So like, yeah, 4 or 5 more purchases and we're there, boys. I like that. Ooh, folks, we're officially at 51 modernization right here, and that means we can take the mission modernize the state. So that gives us 75 government progress plus 50% innovativeness gain and plus 50% modernization gain for 25 years, which will help us get up to 100, obviously. And in an own province with the highest development, we'll gain the following effect. We gain a university, institution spread, and dev discount. So we kind of want to gear it towards St. Petersburg. The most dev province is St. Petersburg. Perfect. So we can go ahead and take that mission right there. And there's all of those awesome bonuses. Now we just need to complete the modernization of Russia and enact either the Russian Empire or Great Russian Federation. Now, we have this decision right here. I think that is the option right there. So we just need to have no rivals or humiliate our rivals. And right now we have 2 possible rivals. You know, it won't be that difficult to humiliate the Ottomans here, boys, even in just a regular conquest. I think that's something we need to do right now while this is climbing up towards 90 modernization. And of course, I will keep purchasing modernization all this time, you know. So yeah, let's do that, man. Ottomans are allied to Persia right here, or I was thinking, do I declare on Persia and just humiliate the Ottomans? Because they're fighting Akuyulun right now in the Persian conquest of something. Or do we hit the Ottomans? I think I'm just gonna hit the Ottomans, man. Any missions we can take before that? No, not really. Doesn't matter. So yeah, there's our deck on the Ottomans, man. We're just gonna declare for the conquest of nothing. We're just gonna do Holy War, drag in Austria. We outnumber them significantly. Allied to Tunis, Hassa, and Persia, which will be slightly annoying. Someone from Somalia, shout out them. And yeah, let's get it. After that, we'll focus on the hordes. I kind of want to get this out of the way. That's gonna be our culmination of this campaign, or of this episode, sorry. Okay, so during this war, I took out burger loans. As you can see, I still have quite a lot. It was like 5,000 something ducats. We're already at 90 modernization, which means we can do this. So Tunis is still in. We can't piece them out. They're too far away. And there's a lot of occupation by Austria here. So what I think I'm just going to do, folks, is take this province and this province. We're going to pop Bulgaria from here, and I'm going to just feed this to Hungary or something. And then we're going to humiliate these guys. And then maybe do we do this? That way, these 3 provinces will go to Bulgaria and I'll nab Constantinople. Is it? Is it the right thing to do to take the city of the world's desire this early, man? You know, I was sort of hoping for a powerful Ottomans this game, but they got cucked by me PUing Hungary here, and they got cucked by their alliances with the Akuyulun right here, so they never really grew that much. This is all they have, man. You guys know I took only very little from them up here. They've been super weak this game. You know what? That deserves punishment, ladies and gentlemen. These dumbasses deserve punishment because they took away the satisfaction from me and from you guys for us to have them as the end game boss. You know, the final thing. Wow, we conquered Constantinople. Whereas, no, the end game boss is probably going to be someone like Spain, who we're going to fight for colonial stuff. And let's remember, they PU'd England last campaign, so there's your endgame boss right there. They've been the number 2 great power all game, and in fact, they're probably going to overtake me pretty soon once they start rapidly colonizing. But yeah, suck it, Ottomans. You weren't good enough, so I'm taking Constantinople along with 191 ducats. So there it is. We get those provinces. They're humiliated, and we nab the city of the world's desire, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Very nice, man. I gotta say, very nice. Let's go ahead and release Bulgaria now. There we go. They pop from these provinces. I'll also go ahead and grant Bessarabia to Hungary right there just because, just like that. But I'll be keeping Tsargrad for myself, and we will be pouring it up. Now, taking a look at the missions first, we don't need to take any of that. We'll be doing all of that later, of course. So I guess the only thing that's left to do, folks, is to proclaim the Emperor title. And there it is. All hail the Emperor. We enact the Russian Empire. Tier 1 government reform. fix the empire rank. We can still claim entire states. We got the Russian rule ability, manpower, monthly autonomy change, institution embracement cost, absolutism, max absolutism, gov cap. Pretty much a more absolute version, a slightly more absolute version of the Tsardom right here. And there we go. All hail the empire, ladies and gentlemen. We can even flip back to a Tsardom or to a Russian principality, but we will not be doing that. And with all that, I think we are able to complete the Great Imperial Ambitions mission, where we unlock the Imperial Russian missions in the event a Western approach happens. Boom. This is that event. Our tech group changes to Western. We gain 50 prestige, and we unlock these additional missions down here. That's insane, man. Western units. We do need to swap to them, I think, or they'll auto swap once a month takes over, but yeah, we'll no longer be the laughing stock. We never were, but we won't let ourselves become the laughing stock of the world like these guys down here became. You know, we're the superior green nation. All right, we didn't swap to Western. We have the ability to swap to Western with this. And these missions down here, they're all like gov reform related. It's insane. What's this one though? Which we get an event when the Age of Revolutions start, which unlocks the final 3 missions? Very interesting. Well, I just hired a level 3 mill guy, and we can do this mission. That's advisor discount, and this event happens. Institutionalize the Governing Senate. We enact the Governing Senate Tier 6 government reform, which would replace this one, which is good for absolutism, but this one gives us, okay, it enables the parliament, or we can abolish the Governing Senate. We enact enforced autocracy, Tier 6. Can sell titles to a specific state, can seize land from a specific estate, and we gain culture conversion time. Wow, that's a rare modifier. Almost no one gets culture conversion time. Now, is this better than the absolutism thing? I don't know, but we're doing it. Enforced autocracy. Now, of course, the whole Streltsian modernization thing and stuff like that has been swapped with this thing right here, so we can enforce absolutist rule where we lose autonomy, you know, or we can enforce cultural revolution for tax and idea discount, or we can mobilize new order regiments for infantry combat and reinforced speed. Pretty much, I guess, what the game thinks are more powerful versions that are slightly similar to the stuff we already had as Muscovy or as Tsardom, Russia, right? This is actually a pretty insane one right here that allows us to revoke estate privileges without caring about loyalty and influence, but it's pretty hard to complete, man. We need to have like 7 really big subjects and 90% crown land ownership. Now we can get that, but 7 big ass subjects? Okay, Hungary and Finland are 1, I guess, and Kazakh, but how are we gonna get these other guys over 100? I guess Canada will get over 100 eventually. I don't know. Tricky, boys. Tricky. And what a lovely way to actually end this episode, ladies and gentlemen. It is the War of the Protestant League. Who declared on Austria? Brandenburg declared on Austria. I can't even see this entire thing. I can't lower it, right? We can't even scroll all the way up. Let's take a look at the leagues right here. There's religious leagues. So let's see. Who are the powerful guys that are on the Protestant side? You know, I can call Brandenburg, Denmark, and Sweden mid-tier powers, and France, Naples, and the Ottomans I would consider, you know, powerful, right? And then on this other side, we got Austria and Bohemia, which are decent. I guess just Austria, Spain as well. Why doesn't Austria like me that much anymore? They want my subjects, provinces? Shut the frick up. Austria, Spain, and Portugal. And of course, let's not forget about me. There's the War of the Protestant League. Let's beat the Ottomans' ass again. I gotta say, man, I've played Russia for guides before, or not really Russia, I guess it's just Muscovy, and I've only really done a real campaign as them once in A to Z, where we needed to conquer a bunch, but it was nowhere near as dynamic and as focused as this one, man. Like, I can't remember the last time I had a campaign where I read these missions that closely and wanted to accomplish them so much, especially when everything revolves around gov reforms, which I already mentioned are probably one of my favorite parts of EU4. Like, there's a unique one. There's multiple unique ones here. Same here. This one, I bet you will get a really good one for Tier 4 once we complete this one right here, right? So I can bet you there's, like, unique ones on every tier for Russia, man. We already got the vodka stuff right here, but yeah, there's probably some ones down here too, or even ones that replace other ones. So really, really fun, man. Really fun, especially with the unique gov reforms when you're Muscovy, and then the modernization and those things right there. But then you form Russia and you're at Tsardom, but then you can become the Russian Empire or the Great Russian Federation if you start as Novgorod, or Grand Republic before the Grand Federation if you're Novgorod as well. So man, even if you do this as Muscovy or as Novgorod, it's like completely different ways to do kind of the same thing, but it's not really because the modifiers are different. So really the only thing that's the same in a Novgorod and in a Muscovy campaign is what you conquer. Everything else that you do is like the same-ish missions, but totally different style because of Republic and Monarchy, right? I love it. Super fun. While we're over here, we're going to take our tier 8 government reform. I am actually going to go with Vodka of the Crown right here simply because it's unique. We might get another unique one there later on down the line. Even if we don't, it's still pretty good. The only negative thing is the plus 5% idea cost, but hey, I'll take it for those goods produced. We're still chilling. Meanwhile, on this side, we have reached the Pacific Ocean, ladies and gentlemen. Finally. Slight update. Some guys have been pieced out by Austria, but it's mainly just been tiny guys. It's gonna be a while before we knock out the big guys. Nothing too interesting going on. I got my armies on auto siege. I'm managing like culture conversion, and I'm building some boats for certain missions, colonizing here. I'm not really too invested in this war myself, even though I am actively participating in it. I'm getting like 7 FPS while I'm unpaused. It's crazy. Interesting. Very interesting, in fact, that Austria took all of this just now when piecing out the Ottomans. And I thought I was gonna have an ally for life in them, man. Okay, well, there we go. I hope they become our new endgame boss. Now this I don't see how happened. Carpathia, an Orthodox guy's royal married to Egypt, who's Sunni. That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't see how they could do it. Does one of them have a special thing? I don't know. All right, as you boys can see, I dipped from that war, man. I just couldn't be bothered to participate anymore with how slow Austria pieces everyone out. They're gonna win anyway. They don't need me. What I do need to do, though, is declare on Oirat right here, because it is time we get back to getting involved with all of these guys right here. I feel like we've been focusing on this region a bit too much. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and declare on Oirat, not on Chagatai, because I don't want to have to fight Mongolia and Jaunpur here, even though eventually we will. So, let's just beat on Oirat right here. Their province war score cost is 60, so they can be full annexed here, and I might even make Chagatai give back all of Kazakh cores. So there we go. There's the declaration. Simple as. Meanwhile, culture conversion is going super quick too, man, with how low dev and cheap these provinces are. You know, we got that culture conversion time modifier, if you guys remember, which is super rare. I don't even remember what we got it from. It's like I don't know, a gov reform or a mission or something like that. But yeah, it does help out quite a lot. And with all of those things, you know, with the unrest that we stack right here, well, right now it's not that big, but at certain points it's like 10 to 12. And then we got a bunch of local unrest modifiers as well, with everything being the you know, our religion and our culture, man. This is like a super low rebellion type of campaign. Okay, we're done here. I actually forgot to make Chagatai return Kazakh scores. I did make them end the alliance with Jaunpur, though. They still have about 1 million tributaries down here, which luckily we don't have to fight. But yeah, this is gonna be a full annex on Oirat, boys. We do need all of the provinces that they have, and there we go. It's not even that many. So nice, man. More expansion in the, well, in the Mongolia and West Siberia regions right here. I like that quite a lot. So we still got this tiny 2-province Uzbek here, who's a tributary of Mongolia. If we hit Mongolia directly, they're gonna bring in all of these guys right here. Doesn't matter too much. I do need to steal someone's maps of Manchuria, though. Let's go ahead and spy on Mongolia and on Shibe, I think. We'll try and get it from someone here. And there we go. Emperor Triumphant Catholic did become the official faith of the HRE. Even though a lot of it isn't Catholic, Austria did end up winning. This really doesn't concern us too much, man. Now, at this point, I've concentrated some more metropolitans, and we can complete this mission, the Most Holy Synod. And we're doing it with the Patriarch way, which will enable us to select strengthened the Patriarchate government reform. And I think these are going to relate to tier 4, boys. But if we also fulfill the requirement to have an ally that's Christian, but not Orthodox, with 75 trust and 150 opinion, we'll also be able to select head of the Patriarchate government reform. So we do have an ally that's Christian, but not Orthodox. It's Austria. And they do have 95 trust. However, they do not have 150 opinion of us. So let's improve with Austria. And there it is, 151 with Austria. I had to pop off a few scornful, improve relations, send, give, guarantee, and I'm giving them max subsidies, by the way. That's why I'm losing so much money. But that means that both of these requirements are now fulfilled, and we're basically completing this mission in every possible way at the same time. So there we go. So we can combine the role of Patriarch and Emperor. Unlock the head of the Patriarchate government reform. That's tier 4. Religious culture no longer gives penalties. Tolerance of the true faith, diplomat, improve relations, temples, and cathedrals. It's still the same. Tolerance of the true faith, max absolutism, Patriarch authority, Patriarch loyalty. Nice. Or we should not meddle with the affairs of the church, which is just head of the Patriarchate unlocked. So this is the one we're gonna do. Basically, it's a more powerful version of grant land to the monasteries. Actually way better. So there we go. We got a unique tier 1, unique tier 2, unique tier 3, unique tier 4, unique tier 5, unique tier 6. I hope we can get a unique tier 7. We got a unique tier 8, and I gotta figure out if we get these, because I do think we will, because there's there should be more government reforms right here, I think, right? Maybe there. No, it's not there. No, it's not there. I think it should be somewhere here. Yeah, there's at least one more right there. Table of ranks. I don't know which one would be that one, though. Stole maps of Manchuria. There we go. Shibe, Korchin, Orochoni, Jiangsu, and a tiny Haishi. Not that bad. Who's Emperor of China, by the way? It's Wu. Who is Wu? Okay. But now with all of that out of the way, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time we do our final war for this episode before the age of absolutism starts ticking, right? It's only gonna hit at 1600, then we got 10 years by fighting a very weak Persia right here. Well, not that weak, they're pretty powerful, but their allies, the Ottomans and Bahmanis, won't help them. Now, I am saving up a mission for when we go in right there, and that mission is march into the Caucasus, where we basically, by the way we completed it, we gain all of those bonuses and claims on all of those areas that mainly Persia owns. So there's march into the Caucasus. We just got claims on all of this, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, armies aren't in place, but no big deal. Let's go ahead and declare on Persia. We're still gonna do holy war, but it's great that we have the claims. And there we go. This is gonna be our final war for episode 2 of this grand campaign. Let me know in the comments how you boys have been enjoying it so far, and if you do want to see me continue this run. That's a wrap on admin as well. Did we unlock some policies, trade efficiency? You know what? I'll take all of these, man. We'll get better ones later, but for now, let's just use them. All right, we're pretty much done with Persia right here. Now, I'm thinking whether I take the claims that I have or I take this border down here so we lock it in. I think I'm going to do a combination. So this is the border that we want right here, boys. The Mashriq is something we're not interested for this campaign, so that's another border unlock. Obviously, we're going for Anatolia as well. It's going to be fun fighting this pretty big Egypt that I can Royal Marry. No, I can't. So how did they Royal Marry Trebizond? I still can't figure it out. Someone let me know in the comments. But there we go. I'm taking that from Persia, and then everything else that I take is going to be, you know, those claims. So let's, you know, connect up our land like this. Then we got some more claims over here. We can do something like this maybe. I don't want to go over 100%. Okay, maybe we don't do that then. Maybe we just focus on the stuff over here. Yeah, something like... But how expensive are these provinces? Damn. Like, that? No. I don't know. There we go. I'll do something like this. Nice. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's a pretty good place to leave it off for this time, man. I think we accomplished quite a lot this campaign, you know, poking here and there and expanding everywhere a little bit. We did a lot of fun things with the missions, with ideas, with government reforms. Still a ton of very fun missions to go through, and still a lot more conquest to go through. So next time we're pretty much going to continue everything we've been doing this far. You know, we'll deal with Sweden, maybe with Denmark, finish off the Commonwealth, push into the Ottomans, establish ourselves even more in Persia and Khorasan, finish off some of these hordes, get into Manchuria, and, you know, for the late game, man, we are going to have some very, very fun and extremely powerful wars in order to complete our mission tree, because that's another goal I've added for myself. Obviously, we will need to fight our greatest enemy right here, Spain, a super, super powerful country. They've got England as a junior partner, strong alliances, colonies all throughout, because we do want to conquer the entire regions, or is it colonial regions? Yeah, I guess it's the colonial regions, because we want the entirety of colonial Cascadia, colonial California, and colonial Canada, and they're the guys to contest, whereas we only got Norwegian Canada, who I still can't change the name of. So lots of super, super fun things to look forward to next time. But yeah, still #1 on the great powers list, man. Obviously, as Russia, our income wouldn't be too insane, but I'm working on it, slowly building up, you know, the high value buildings like manufactories and stuff like that. But we're very powerful. We got a huge army. We can have it be even bigger than this. and you know, everything is going according to plan right here. So yeah, we'll be continuing this campaign next time. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you want to see next episode. Leave a like if you do. It lets me know you enjoy these videos, and that's it from me for now. I'll see you next time.